Hi everyone, Bernard here. Hope you're all staying safe and well, and welcome to the Film and TV channel. And we have a little Netflix series to have a look at today. Just recently aired, I think it was 12th of March 2021, this became available to watch. And it's an 8-episode one, it's 42 minutes per episode approximately. And it's a British crime, drama, science fiction. So let's have a look at this one, shall we? Based on the book and entitled the same, it's called The One. Please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications. I try and present these vlogs and inform and entertain, give you some background information, give you some reviews from other people and my own personal reviews. So a little mix of everything really on these TV drama reviews. I do film reviews also, and information vlogs on, say, what's out to buy, quizzes, what's coming on at the cinema, fingers crossed very soon. So please, if you enjoy, please push that subscribe button and push the bell notification so all these vlogs are coming out, and anyone you might know might be interested, please point them in my direction. If you do check the playlist as well as all the film and TV stuff, I do stuff on my football team as well, Manchester City. So if you can know anyone who may be interested, if you're not interested yourself, that'd be great if you can push them in my direction. I do City Pass, City Present, City quizzes, lots of different things, City Magazine vlogs, so there's loads of stuff on there. But if you're not interested in that, don't worry, there's loads of film and TV stuff, and there's a couple of links on screen as well for Facebook and Twitter, so if your friend will follow me on there, I do check every 3 or 4 days and follow and friend everyone back, and all comments are welcome on this little series, or anything you want to talk about. It doesn't matter, anything film and TV wise, just let me know. And if you've no time to comment today, if you can come back and just give us a thumbs up for now, and perhaps come back later and leave a comment. But much appreciated. Your input is always much appreciated. Yeah, so The One, based on the book The One by John Mars, as I said, which has done quite well, the book. There will be some comments on the book as we're going through this review today. It's sort of set in the very near future, or perhaps 5 minutes from now, so it is science fiction, but obviously it's set sort of nowish. There's nothing in here that's overly science fiction-y, to be honest with you. It's all science fact at the moment, plus a little bit extra perhaps. What's it about? Well, love and lies, basically. Spiral, when a DNA researcher helps discover a way to find the perfect partner. There you go, she's cracked it there, and creates a bold new matchmaking service. It's not quite as simple as that, though. Obviously, it sounds nice and simple, doesn't it? But not quite. So in this, we've got Hannah Ware. She's the main character. She stars as Rebecca, the main protagonist in this. Also stars Dimitri Leonidas, Stephen Campbell-Moore, Wilf Scolding, Damaid Mutar, Louis Shimbamba, Eric Coffey Abrefa, Pallavi Sharda, Zoe Tapper, Albano Geronimo as Matthias Silva, and Greg Chillin and Uncle Tom Cobley, and all. Quite a few in this. Not much on the rating side at the moment, so it's fairly new. The episodes themselves, the 8 episodes, are scoring anywhere on Internet Movie Database, anywhere between 7.1 out of 10 and 8.4 out of 10, so that's not too bad, is it? Internet Movie Database overall, though, is a little bit lower. 253 scores and reviews left as I'm recording this. It is obviously going up every day, but as I'm recording this, is 6.3 out of 10. So yeah, I'd imagine it will stay around that mark. It may increase slightly, I would have thought, over time. Perhaps I think it'll be anywhere between 6 and 6.5. I can't imagine this getting much higher on the scoring. So here we go. What's the good, the bad, and the meh? We have a look at just three guys who've left a review on Internet Movie Database. The good, the bad, and the meh. The good. Well, iGlad on the 13th of March wrote, it exceeded my expectations, so they were happy. I don't know if it's a lady or a gentleman, I'm not too sure. I was very pleasantly surprised, they said, by this great show, which apparently is based on a book. The main protagonist is a driven individual. Yes, the characters are not all well-rounded, but they didn't need to be, as we learnt about them during the show. There you go. So that they liked it. The bad, well, here we go. We've got Nanio on the 13th of March 2021. He headed his little review oh dear, simple as that. And he went on to say, the storyline, or she went on to say, we're not too sure, are we? The storyline is quite interesting, but the lead actress villain is so stiff and self-conscious of the camera, watching her became a distraction. Fortunately, the other actors were more believable, so that made me continue watching. It's not a masterpiece. I did not enjoy the going back and forth in flashbacks, and was a bit slow and dull. I just feel it could have been better if the lead actress was someone else. And Nanio might be one of my little pseudonyms, that Nanio, yeah. I do sort of echo some of what she's put there, but more on that in a moment. So we've had the good, we've had the bad. What about the meh? Yeah, well, Vinay Divakar on the 13th of March 2021, again male or female, we're not too sure, headed great concept but boring. Yeah, the concept of this series is good. However, it gets boring by the time you hit the 5th episode. It felt like it was just such a drag, a very slow burning thriller, slow enough to put you to sleep. It could have been so much better. So there you go. That's the 3 little reviews from Internet Movie Database. Yeah, I think none of those are particularly right or wrong, to be honest with you. I think they all have the points that have been made there for this little series. The main consensus is that it's nowhere near as good as the book. So if you've read the book, it has inspired me to seek his books out, actually, and have a read or a listen on. I do listen to books as well on audio, one of the various audio sites. So it has inspired me to go out and try and find 1 or 2 of his books, to be honest with you. So that's a good thing. That's always a positive. So if you don't mind reading, yeah, perhaps seek the books out rather than the series. But yeah, if you're like me, you'll end up doing both and obviously comparing the two. But if you don't mind having a read of a book, read the books, because it's supposed to be better. Which probably is for everything, isn't it? There's not many things where the actual film or drama on the screen is actually better than the book anyway, let's be honest about it. But you may enjoy that more, so just think on before you watch this. Hannah Ware, yep, is the lead in this, and despite her acting isn't the greatest, and I'm being kind there with that, she's not one of the greatest. She's sort of got one or two sort of tones to her voice, 1 or 2 sort of faces she pulls, so she's not the greatest actress, but she's quite easy to watch. I quite liked her style, even though, as I say, she wasn't great. I just enjoy watching her. It was just pretty weird, really. But for me, anyway, the series just about got away with it. But certainly a stronger actor in this this part would have been far better for the overall presentation. But I don't know. There's just something about Hannah. I just quite like watching her, even though she is pretty wooden most of the time. And my apologies, Anna, but you were very watchable in my eyes, don't worry. Yeah, not that she's worried or cares at all, to be honest with you. Does she care? Yeah, constant flashbacks. I think someone mentioned that before. Do put meat on the bones. I mean, it is not lazy, but I mean, it's just a little bit, to me these days. I mean, you know, he gets familiar with these flashbacks, don't you? Get a little bit bored and a bit tired of it all, but it does put meat on the bones of what's happening, which is fair enough. So it does add to the overall package. I did lose track just a couple of times. I had to double check what was going on. I might have took my eyes off the screen for a moment, and all of a sudden you're back 10 or 15 years or whatever, or 20 years. And obviously the characters do kindly sort of dress differently, do kindly have different hairstyles, and that certainly helps, although the faces don't change much. Obviously the styles of hair, etc. do. Yeah, so I do lose track a little bit, but in all fairness, it does overdo them just a little, but not too much. It did get a little bit annoying, probably. I think someone said there about the 5th series, we're getting a bit bored. So about the 5th to 6th series, yeah, but as I say, it's all to add to the whole overall story. So in a way, I'm not going to complain too much about the flashbacks, but I do appreciate they could be a little bit monotonous and far too often. It is an okay mix of drama, romantic drama in the main, and whodunit, like family drama. And obviously we have the police involvement in this. And yeah, even though it's not the crux of the whole series, obviously you do know who they're after. I mean, we know, I'm not giving anything away there. We do know who the police are after throughout this story. But the problem is with a mix like this is it becomes not one thing or another. It never becomes a real crime drama as such. and all the actual romantic drama becomes a little bit of an afternoon soap sort of style, all afternoon soapish in all fairness, and say that the murder hunt never quite gets you on the edge of your seat, even though, as you say, by flashbacks you're being told things bits at a time. You're being piece fed certain information, which is okay, but yeah, it's all a little bit, as I say, it's neither one thing or the other. It's neither a good murder mystery or a good family drama. As I say, it's all very much a little afternoon soapish in style. Perhaps 2 episodes too many. I think perhaps 8 was okay. It was okay. Don't get me wrong. I binge watched this. I watched it over a couple of days, one evening and a day. So. But it does sort of struggle around 2/3 of the way through. I did get a little bit bored with it, so perhaps a couple of episodes knocked off, and more six episodes would have probably made it a little bit tighter, made it a little bit more easy on the eye and a bit more enjoyable, perhaps a bit more cliffhanging at stages. But yeah, perhaps he could have knocked a couple of episodes off it. I mean, there are 1 or 2 twists in this. You think, oh, that's, that do surprise you. Doesn't hit you like a sledgehammer, but there are 1 or 2 twists. You think, oh yeah, okay, but they're not really the wow factor twists. You think, oh, I didn't expect. Really shocked by it. You just go, okay, meh. And some of the relationship dramas obviously play out quite predictably. You sort of know what's going to happen straight from the outset of certain actions being taken. So yeah, I just felt it all could have been a little bit darker and more sinister than it was, and sadly, as you'd expect with this, they're hanging on for a second season, a second series. So there are a few loose ends left at the end, which, okay, they don't totally ruin it, but obviously it's a bit, again, a little bit lazy in my opinion. You can finish a story off and restart it again if you want a sequel or a second book. It doesn't really make any difference. I just think it's quite, I don't mind you leaving 1 or 2 things that you think, oh great, I can't wait to watch that. But this doesn't have that feel about it. You don't think, oh, I can't wait for season 2. You know what I mean? It's will I wait, as I say, will I wait impatiently for the second season of this? Probably not, based on the loose ends they left. There's no real big cliffhangers as such, which is sometimes gets you, oh yeah, I can't wait for the second series. It's just all a bit wishy-washy, all a bit lacking. And I'll say it probably, if it does arrive season 2, then I just want a little bit more oomph to it, because it just seemed a bit bland at times. But it's not a total disaster, don't get me wrong. It certainly was watchable. I didn't not enjoy the 8 episodes. 6 would have been nice. I wouldn't have had to, could have saved myself an hour and a half or something like that. But yeah, it's if a second series comes, then great, I'll watch it. If it doesn't, then yeah, I'm not really that bothered, to be honest with you. So I'll give my little rating. I will give it my basic watchable rating. I do sometimes play at 5.5s, which is, it was okay, and I'm not putting off watching it, but it's not overly exciting. But as I said, I would watch the second series, so it's got to be worth a 6 out of 10, I think, on this one. So I'll give this the one a 6 out of 10 rating, and I will keep my eyes out for this guy. What's he called now? The writer, John Mars. I will have a quick look around and try and find 1 or 2 of his books to see if I can get into them. I do enjoy a good book as well. So there you go. That's John Mars is the writer for this, the one. And as I say, most people's opinion is this probably isn't anywhere as good as the book. So there you go. Anyway, thanks for watching. Whatever you're going to do the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other. So we meet here again on the film and TV channel, or perhaps you have a flit across, have a look at my Citizen channel, my football channel, wherever it is. All I ever ask is please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.